Professor Wole Soyinka blasted, as in, said a lot of things concerning Tinubu and his speaking. That why will Seyi, the son of head of state, be going around with so many security operative armed to the teeth? He even said that the security escort, they are enough to go and end the coup in Benin Republic. See the video.
I looked around. There was nearly a whole battalion occupying the grounds of that hotel in Ikoyi, right here. So I got back in my car and I asked the driver who that young man was, and he told me. And I saw this SWAT team, a mixture. They were at least heavily armed, at least some 15 or so heavily armed to the teeth security personnel. Looked sufficient to take over a small country, neighboring city like Benin. And I think the next time the president should just call and say, Seyi, go and quell the rebellion over there. I was so astonished that I started looking for the National Security Advisor. I said, track him down for me. I think they got him somewhere in Paris, but I was with the president. He was at a meeting. And I said, I've just seen something I can't believe, I don't understand. And I described the scene to him. I said, do you mean that a child of the head of state goes around with an army for his protection or whatever? I couldn't believe it. Later on, I did some investigative journalism. And I inquired, and I found that apparently this is how this young man goes around with his battalion, his heavy armed soldiers. Of course, the road was cleared before his car went out. I stayed until it seemed he was leaving. So next time there's an insurrection, I think the president should just call that young man and say, "Come on, put down those stupid people there. You have enough troops under your command, so don't bother me with all these security issues any longer." Let's not overdo things. This is not the first country that has a head of state. It's not the first country whose head of state has families. And I think children should know their place. They are not potentates. They're not heads of state. And the security architecture of a nation like this suffers some injury and alienation when we see such a heavy devotion of security to one young individual.